Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, as with every single episode of this game, I am going to now issue a warning. And I'm especially going to emphasize the warning on account of the content of the previous video. So, the game comes with a warning. If you suffer from anxiety, depression, or any traumatic experiences that may create a negative experience while watching a game that masquerades as one thing but is actually a horror, don't watch this video. That's all it says, so I can't really elaborate more than that. All I know is there will be some very disturbing things happening soon. In the last video, Monika started behaving quite strangely, implying that difficult decisions will be coming up and that saving is imperative. At the same time, then corrected herself and said, what the hell am I talking about? So that kind of goes with the theory I've had throughout the game, that she's got the sentient vibe going on. And I think, as I said previously, I think that Sayori is going to do something bad as well. So let's get back into this and see what happens. Right, so we went off and did the poem thing, came back, and now we've got Monika saying, "Oh man, I'm the last one here again." Me, "Don't worry, I just walked in too." Yuri, "Were you practicing piano again?" Don't prompt her with excuses. That's a very silly thing to do, isn't it, Yuri? Yes, it is. Monika, "Yeah, I totally was doing that, I was." Ha ha ha! Yuri, "You must have a lot of determination." I'm not sure determination is the word. I think there's other things going on with this one, if you don't mind me saying so. Yuri, "Starting this club and now picking up piano." Monika, "Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I am super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too, even though they all hated that idea last time." Natsuki, "Can't wait for the festival." Oh, last time she was dead set against it. So that's quite interesting. It's quite an interesting change of events there, isn't it? It's gonna be great. Monika, "Hey, weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?" "Well, yeah. I'm not talking about after the festival, but this whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of food." Yeah, that sounds like something I would say. Me, you sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden, because Sayori does nothing but eat. Natsuki, "Monika, do they usually have fried squid?" That's a bit of a random question. Monika, "Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to." Natsuki, "Oh, come on. Aren't you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?" I don't know how that makes sense. Monika, "Hey, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?" Natsuki, "Because it's right in your name. Monika." I'm going to look this up. I want to know what that means, because I don't speak. I mean, my partner does stuff with Japanese quite a bit, but I don't know what that is specifically referencing, so I'm going to look that up now. Here we go. Right. I'm just having a look. Oh, get off. Go away. Stop giving me notifications. Okay, Ika means squid in Japanese. The joke doubles on itself as when Monika says that it doesn't make sense in translation, that's because 1, the game is has a very Japanese style, but is made in English, negating the joke on a global scale, and 2, it's pronounced Monika. But for the joke to work, it to be Monika. That's like, what, 4 jokes? 5? Okay. Basically, it's a bunch of silly jokes. Good. Oh, God, don't do the pose. But this time your eyes have gone weird as well. You never do that face when you pull that pose. That's different. I don't like that. That's different. That's different. Monika says, A. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Mizuki. Monika, never mind. Let's just focus on the event for now, okay? Mizuki. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Yuri, excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that something was going to happen with Sayori. Right, warning, 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 flashing warning lights. Remember I said that I thought Sayori was going to be... something bad was going to happen involving Sayori. I think that's going to happen very, very soon. Based on this dialogue. And it's probably not going to be pleasant. If you're likely to have a bad experience, you should probably leave. Right, Chris, where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Sayori, eh? Chris, you're spacing out again. Sayori, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else, okay? Okay, so this is this is something I recognise from depression. She's trying to dissociate herself away from the other members of the group, especially the one she likes most. Chris, huh? Is everything all right? Sayori, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Chris, it just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Sayori, geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Okay then. Chris, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to the rest of everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything odd about Sayori. I'm not sure that Monika can be trusted based on the previous dialogue. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Monika, Chris, what's up? Me. Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Monika, anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Me. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but she doesn't... She seems a bit downcast today. Monika, oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser around her desk. Monika, maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Chris. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Me, yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about everything that's bothered her, but this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Chris, sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. Monika, no, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Me, hey, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Monika, are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Me, person of interest? What do you mean by that? Monika, I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Chris. Me. Monika, how on earth would you come to that conclusion? Monika, well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Me, eh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club, Monika says. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. Me, what? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Monika, don't do the pose. You're so funny, Chris. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Me, ... Monika. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Me. All right. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from the desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting it weigh me down so much? Oh, I missed a bit there. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand on my desk and sit in one next to her own. Yuri. Oh God. Why's the music changed? I don't like that. Yuri ... I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Me, relax, you didn't even do anything, Yuri, but I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Me, alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell I was thinking like that? Yuri, well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. No, sure. Me, in any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Yuri, don't apologise. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. Me, it's really not that big of a deal. I think it is. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yuri, Sayori? Me. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Yuri. Oh! That's quite romantic. No, it isn't. It's not romantic. Don't listen to Yuri. She's a weird person. Me, Yuri, sorry. I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Me, Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Yuri, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Me, or maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Yuri, Chris, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Me, so you think there might be something behind it after all, Yuri? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. Yes, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying in the last 3 episodes. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Me, well, I guess that was the case. Yuri, Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Me, I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're good friends, that's all. Yuri, ... Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Probably reading my soul with an intent to kill. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Yuri, sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Oh dear. Miss Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple person. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you, Yuri. Ha 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 ha! That's not a compliment, is it? Me, it is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Yuri, well, as long as you're okay with it. Me, yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yuri, let's... Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? That's a bit of a strange request, but yes, go ahead. Me, not at all. Yuri, thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yes. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher of water from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Because, you know, you've got to have filtered water, otherwise it's all a bit shit, really, isn't it? Can you hold this for a second, Yuri says. Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle because, you know, it's a good thing to keep in a classroom. Yuri, I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Probably a calculative psychopath. Yuri, okay, may I have the water pitcher? No, I'm keeping it, it's mine. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yuri, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Monika, where are you two off to? Me, We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika because Monika's a strange person and she's poking her nose in the pokey nose places. We're just filling the water pitcher. Monika, oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Me, that's... Yuri, Monika, please mind your own business for once. Oh dear, don't get into a fight. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Chris in club activities? Monika, me, exclamation mark. My mouth gapes. Monika, I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Oh gosh, you're doing the pose again. Yuri. Then let's go, Chris. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Monika's been a bit strange, really, isn't she? Been a bit strange. Oh no, the music's disappeared. That's not good. I think this is going to be a bad episode. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Yuri, I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Chris, Yuri, I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Me. No, Yuri, I don't think you... I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but... It's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Yuri, Chris! How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? No, I'm not. Just facts, really. Facts. Me, because nothing that you do is as bad as you make out to seem in your head. Nobody is perfect. You have emotions and we can't always hide them. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Yuri, no. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you, you silly person, even though you're weird? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Yuri, friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Chris, I really like being friends with you. Me, ha ha ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better anyway. Yuri, yeah, shall we go? Me, yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Yuri, Chris, do you like oolong tea? Do you actually? Yes. Yeah! anything is fine. Yuri, very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Yuri, now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you, I say? Yuri, of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Me. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Yuri, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Me, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves in a measuring type fashion. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself, which is all a bit strange, isn't it? Me, you must be in a good mood now. Yuri, is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Chris, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. Yuri, you're always worrying about me, Chris. It's very endearing, it's not endearing. Don't say things like that. Chris, Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for us each. Yuri, Chris, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? Why? Yuri, is it a little bit easier on my back? I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at the desk. Me, sorry, I didn't realise. Yuri, no worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Me, is that so? I wonder why that is. Yuri, it's most likely because me, your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yuri, yes. I think it actually meant something else. I have terrible reading posture. It's come back now. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Chris, fair enough. Oh, go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well, apparently. Apparently I have chocolate. It's a big bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the reading position. As last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well, Yuri says. Me. Yuri slides closer. You're a very bad girl, you are. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle, because she's a very bad person. Yuri, your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand. That's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh, dearie me. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away in the way that it does every time. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Willpower. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble around with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I say. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Yuri, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Yuri, well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Chris, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. Yuri, no need to apologise. I'll hold the book okay. Me, are you sure? Yuri, of course. Oh dear, what's going on now? What's going on here then? Yuri opens the book with both hands. He holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it in her mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply puts her lips as if the situation was completely normal. But that means I can't stop the here. Oh God. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips. Yuri. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Yuri, did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. You ate a chocolate, it's really not that big a deal. Yuri, Chris. Me, sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri, that's well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, isn't it? Yes, Yuri, right? Me, I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was, Yuri. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Oh dear. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding like a person that goes meh. I nervously take another chocolate between her fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine in a meaty type fashion. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling in rhythm with her breaths. I raise my arm. Yuri. Like before, Yuri puts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her face. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Ah, you bitch! Monika, don't do that. That was just friggin' terrifying. You naughty little sentient object that I think you are. Monika, okay, everyone? Me. Yeah, that was actually kind of the reaction I had. Yuri. Yuri jolts back. Monika, it's time to share poems. Chris, can you help Yuri put away her tea stuff? Me, yeah. Monika. The spell is abruptly broken. Yuri, I'll take care of the cups. Me, yeah. Yuri picks up the tea cups. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling there is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Right. Okay, let's start with Sayori again. There's something not right with Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Me, come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Sayori, well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Oh, God. Me, I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Sayori, maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. Yeah, obviously. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Me, well, of course I am. Sayori, good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Chris. Sayori, is there something wrong? Sayori, huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little bit tired today. Me, alright. Just tell me if you need anything. Sayori, I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. She's literally trying to push me away. I'm telling you, something bad is going to happen, and it's going to be something to do with her. Given the horror nature of the game that hasn't revealed itself yet. Me, if you insist. Sayori, yay. I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Me, Sayori. Sayori, tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out the door, the classroom humming to herself. Okay. Natsuki. ... This one's alright. Me, alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Me, well, of course I'm trying, at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Natsuki, aye? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this time has to make sure you're not slacking off. Me, really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? Natsuki, that's, it's not like you would actually do that. Me, yeah, you're right. It's It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Masuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Masuki, ow! Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. Me, I was only joking. Masuki, oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Chris, ... How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Or maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Azuki. Yes, you should. Oh, shit. Anyway, Azuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. What the fudge? I'll be your beach. That's really weird. Right. Let's look for any naughty clues about this person in this. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears. That diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. No, they won't. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy dream. No, my brain didn't work then. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. Oh, strange person. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach wash away. We saw that bit just now. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That is a very strange thing. Yes. Mizuki, yeah! I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something nice for a change. Besides, the beach is awesome. It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, unless you drown. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later. Mizuki, well, yeah. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realised we wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it or whatever. You can't. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Yuri. Yuri beast. Chris. Your writing has only improved these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to be this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Yuri, is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. Yuri, I never thought it would feel like this. Me, I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Yuri, maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. Me, what do you mean? Yuri, well, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh no. Music change is bad. Chris, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot to do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every single day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. People say that about you, do they? That's funny. Yuri, I'm not a know-it-all, Chris. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started to share it. That I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. I say. Yuri, no, that's wrong. Just be patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like someone else. Like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I'll talk to other people. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. Oh, I see. Right. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated. Doesn't really. Even though I know that you are a scary person who likes human experimentation farms. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. Yes. I actually feel like that in real life. I joined this club hoping I would make some friends, and I would say that I have had at least one success. Wouldn't you, Yuri? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? I say. Yuri, yeah, I do. Let me get it to you. So this is also about a beach. Millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth chestically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds and endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes swish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful as it toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tenderness. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to Earth forevermore. Yeah, okay. Yuri, I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. I did my best to take metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Nazuki already told me about it. Yuri, she did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. Can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Monika. Monika's a creepy person. Monika, hi Chris, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Me, well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought, I say. Monika, okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Me, sure. I can hear sirens outside. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Monika, this one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Me, I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Monika, yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. Monika, that's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. Me, I noticed that too. But when she's talking about literature, it's like the lights turn on inside her. Monika, Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way, I say. Monika, no, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. And then she does the pose again. Me, eh? You completely misunderstood that. Monika, ha 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 ha, calm down, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Monika, besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Me, wait, really? Monika, yeah, fictional one anyway. Monika kind of whispers that last part to me. Oh, she's doing the pose again. It's just a hunch, but... Me, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Monika, oh, well, I know, I was just saying anyway. I'll share mine with you now, right? Me, alright. Okay. So I'm going to be looking for more hidden references in Monika's poem, because there's been a lot going on with Monika since we started this game. The lady who knows everything, so I'm wondering whether she's referring to herself there. Because if that's true, it would fit with my theory that she's got the sentience thing going on. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, and when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. It's not actually spelled correctly, but okay. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall and I fall and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, I draw a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger. That hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking before I can even speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Not sure how to interpret that one. Oh, Monika, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of thing that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Me, I see. I never really put too much thought into it. Monika, in a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Me, you know, there's one thing I've noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Monika, ha 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 ha! Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. I think that was a clue. Me? You mean one-dimensional? Monika. Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Last time it was weird. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad or okay, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Meh. Monika. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Nasuki. Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Monika. Yuri. Something did sound a bit unusual. Yeah, that's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? Monika. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Nasuki. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Yuri. Stagnating air is commonly foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Told you. Me. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is that Sayori isn't here. Yuri. It seems you're right. Monika. Sigh. Sayori always helps to lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Nasuki. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Yuri. Nasuki, please show some decency. Nasuki. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well, so went home early. Yuri. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Nasuki. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Me, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Yuri. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Monika. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. Me. What does she say? Monika. Anyway, I need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Nasuki. I already know what I'm doing. Monika. That's right. Nasuki will be making cupcakes, but we need a lot of them and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Nasuki? Nasuki. Challenge accepted. Monika. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Nasuki. What? Monika. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Yuri. I'm useless. Monika. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Nasuki. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Me. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Monika. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Yuri. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk, focused and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is really racing, I see, I say. Monika. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Chris. The one who is truly useless, I say. Aha! don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It will probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Oh no, it's going to make a choice, isn't it? You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Chris, is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Yuri, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Natsuki, well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Yuri, I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you like to handle the baking on your own. Chris may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with decorations. Natsuki, hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're the one just making excuses for Chris too. Yuri, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Natsuki, baking isn't? Just what do you think? Monika, guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Chris to decide what he wants to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Oh, God. But I'm sure he's interested in... Natsuki, you literally just said... Yuri, I'm surprised as well. Monika, sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can't we just settle this already? Monika, yeah. Chris, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Me, of course. Natsuki, Yuri, very well. Monika, in that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh, God. Ow. I think maybe I should go with Sayori on account that, I want to find out what's going on with her. Chris, I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbours and... Yuri, but Monika said... Natsuki, Monika said that Sayori was helping her! Jeez, do you really hate her so much? No. Monika, sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Oh my God. Okay, let's try and use this as an opportunity to learn more about the elusive Monika. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yeah, you picked me. Hold on. Oh, no. Music stopped again. It's all getting very catfighty now. Natsuki, hold on 1 second. Yuri, yeah. Natsuki, Monika, you're the one that needs the least help out of all of us. Monika, but... Yuri, I agree with Natsuki. But only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. Monika, but Chris was the one who... Natsuki, that doesn't matter. You're the one that scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions. Yuri, Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Monika, ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with the ulterior motives. Natsuki, excuse me? Monika, otherwise this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. Yuri, that's completely false, Monika. Yeah, Natsuki says. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Yuri, think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. Monika, Natsuki, so are you gonna do the right thing, President? Monika, okay, I get it. Sigh. It's technically the most logical for Chris to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Okay. It's gonna have to be Yuri then, because I'm not spending any time with her. She's a grumpy brat. Chris, well, I'll probably be the most useful helping Yuri. Yuri, me? Mizuki, are you serious? Why would you? Monika, Mizuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Mizuki, no! I was just saying. Ah. Monika, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Chris? Chris, yeah! That's what I'm gonna do. Yuri, I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful indeed, yes! Monika, that's great to hear. Mizuki, will you be able to handle baking by yourself? Mizuki, I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Monika, okay. Everyone can tell that Mizuki is feeling a little sour because she's a bad person and a naughty baby poos. So is that everything we need to go over, I say? Monika, yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Yuri, well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Monika, do you feel the same way, Chris? Me? You can say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Monika, that's good enough for me. What about you, Mizuki? Yuri,
Mizuki.
Mizuki,
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
Yuri, no. That's not what I meant. Ah. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. Yuri, I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Chris picked me. You were kind of demanding it. Yuri, and also, your cupcakes are the best I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... Mizuki,
I get it.
I'm kind of surprised, though. Yuri, why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
Yuri, I don't know. I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Mizuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile. Mizuki,
No. I kind of appreciate it. Sorry for making a big deal. But I'm going to say this.
Yuri, question mark.
Mizuki, you better get that. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
Yuri, I believe you. Monika, yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Mizuki,
Alright, let's get out of here then.
everyone picks up their things. I start to follow Monika and Mizuki out the door as they chat between each other. Yuri, me, I turn around. Yuri, sorry. I realise I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Me, oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? Yuri, I think that would be the best way, yes. Chris, right then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Yuri, okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Me, my house? Yuri, is that a problem? Me, no, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Yuri, I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Oh, it makes everything complicated. Me, alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Me, I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Yuri, don't underestimate yourself. I think that will make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Me, wait. You don't actually think that, do you? Yuri, ... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with another reason. Me, you're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Shows you chose to help you because that's what I want to do. I didn't, but there you go. Yuri, but, Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Me, Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yuri, I didn't realise. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort. Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. Yuri and I'm really looking forward to Sunday. And I say, yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been a bit worried about her in the back of my mind between what Sayori said and what Monika said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Music stopped. Got alarm bells ringing in my head suddenly. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. I really don't like the feeling that's going through me right now. The house is quiet. Flashing warnings, guys, just in case this content's going to cause problems for anyone. I'm just warning you now. This is looking like something bad is going to happen. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori. Ah. Oh, I had such a bad feeling then. Hi, Chris. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. Sayori, you haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Me, I guess you're right. Has been a long time. Not much really has changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it always has been. I always recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Sayori, if you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Me, that's because I end up cleaning it for you. Sayori, how come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Me, yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Sayori, Monika told me it's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations. Ah, that's true, I say, but what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Sayori, of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Me, so it's just me and Yuri then. Sayori, yeah. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing, I say. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. Sayori, that's no good, Chris. Me, what? Sayori, why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me. See, she's been hiding stuff. Remember in the previous episodes when I was getting vibes and I said to you that she had depressive undertones and it looked like she was hiding various different things and her outward expression was not the same as her in. Well, I was spot on there. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? What? Sayori, I'm getting punished for being selfish, eh? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just so you know, I actually have depression. I'm on medication for it. And I'm telling you, when someone has actual, genuine medical depression, they do actually think like this. And then when you're not feeling like that and you look back on it, you're just like, how the hell did my mind even create that concept? But unfortunately, that's how it goes. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. I don't understand that. Me, Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. Chris, what on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you. There is no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori, Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Chris, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. See, is what I'm saying. It's a mask that she shows my character. It's a mask. Me seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Sayori. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Chris? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I have had really bad depression my whole life. I told you. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. I told you. In the first episode I said that. Because I know how this stuff works, unfortunately. Not for good reasons. Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Again, been there, done that. Sayori, why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. Me, ... I'm in shock. I'm not, because I figured this out a while back. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Me, why Sayori? Sayori, Me, why is it that you've never told me about this? It's almost as if it almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Oh no, don't say that to a depressive. Bloody hell. That's a really bad thing to say. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I can to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Theo, you don't understand at all, Chris. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. Bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ha 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 ha. Not sure how that's funny, Sayori, but okay. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Me. You're right. That I don't understand. I do. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but well, I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Sayori, no, Chris, there's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Oh dear. Again, I know these feelings way too well, but the story's not gonna affect me in that way. Like the warnings and stuff like that, because I'm not easily affected by things. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. She's very odd in this particular moment. Without thinking, I once again grabbed her shoulders. This time I pulled her into an embrace. Chris, Sayori. Me, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori, Chris. Sayori isn't hugging me back despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayori remains at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Chris. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. Chris, if you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And even if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Oh, don't say that either. Sayori. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand many of my feelings, Chris. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow, I say. Yeah, Sayori says. It's going to be fun, right? I say. Me. Yeah. Her. No, Sayori, yeah. Me. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Sayori, me, it's what I want. Promise. Sayori. I think that'd be nice then. Me, yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the entire day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. Sayori, no, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. Me, but it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. Sayori, I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me. You understand, right? Me. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Sayori, it's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I knew that Sayori was a depressive. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's time for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri. Ah! Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? Yuri, no, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Yuri, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside, I say. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you, Yuri. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Me, yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. Yuri, I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Yuri is so clean. Me, haha, I cleaned it before you came over, so... Yuri, that's very considerate of you. Me, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Yuri, well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Me, that would have been more embarrassing. Wait, don't get in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which he was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Yuri, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. Me, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? I say. Yuri, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements, I say? Yuri, you know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Chris, oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Yuri, of course, I want to help and take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess, I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. Me, that's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Yuri, intense? Me, I guess that's the best way to put it. Yuri, is that a bad thing? Me, no, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Yuri, is that so? That makes me feel relieved, and kind of happy. Me, yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Yuri, relax. I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Me? Oh yeah, like what? Yuri, let's see. She's rumbling in her bag. Pulls out a few candles and it wouldn't cylinder shape objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these items in my bag. I have planned to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Me, yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden tin, though? Yuri, this is a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Me, not familiar at all, I am. Yuri, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you use, it can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapour begins to spout out through the top of the hole. Wow, that smells really wonderful, I say. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Me, yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yuri, I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Yuri, don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? Me, it does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of a thin ribbon. Chris, what are those for? Yuri, well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Me, yeah, I have it over here. Yuri, we won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Me, oh yeah? What will those be used for? Yuri, well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. Me, that's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Yuri, is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Uh-huh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me? Or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Yuri, here's a marker, Chris. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Me, all right. Carefully draw a different character on each piece of paper. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon into her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag and once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Me, eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife, I say. Looks really fancy. Yuri, well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. Me, what is it? You're going to think it's weird, she says. Me, Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Each to their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out, she says. Yeah, I promise, I say. All right, Yuri says. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Oh, I knew it. Do you remember in the second episode when I said that I got the impression that she was a stabby knife killer person? I think I might have been right about that as well. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Oh no. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Me. Ha ha ha, you're laughing at me, she says. Me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. Well, I think it kind of suits you. Yuri, suits me. Me, yeah, it's kind of intense. Ha ha, besides. It's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. Yuri, it is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Yuri, would you like to hold it? Me, sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with a gentle tap. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Yuri, Chris! Why did you do that? Chris, I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. Yuri, it's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Yuri, she stares at it, noticeably fidgets, she a vampire. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now, Chris, I say. Aha! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh. I feel her tongue curl around it. Startled, I instantly pull my hand back. Yuri, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, face burning up. Me, Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, Yuri says. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Me, sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? I wouldn't bet on it. Yes, I think you're overreacting a little. She does lift her head. What if she doesn't recover? What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Me, alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Take Yuri's hand. I lick her index finger in return. Yuri, Chris, did you really just do that? Me, now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Me, haha, I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Yuri, you're so weird, Chris. Me? I'm weird? She giggled shyly. Me, eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Yuri, where do you keep your bandages? Me, I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding, Yuri. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and we will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks, Yuri says. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it, I say. What do you have in mind, Yuri? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Me. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Yuri will need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Me, of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute to do that. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Right, we'll do that. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri, yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve. Oh no. Putting it back over her arm. Remember when I said that she might be a self-harmer? Me, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything, Yuri? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets. Yuri, so, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. I started with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Me, neat. What's she going to write? Yuri, well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so, I say. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I knew opposite sides would be there. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. Just relax here. Yuri, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. Me, no, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know, Yuri. Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit better. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Me, is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way, I say. Yuri smiles gently. Yuri, I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab some unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Oh dear. Yuri, me, sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? I say, no, I'm not hurt, she says. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. Me, it's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is that something on my face, she says. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you, I say. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and I dampen it with water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh dear. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Yuri, is something wrong, I say? Yuri, it's just hot, I didn't expect it. Chris, sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly hold onto my wrist. Wait, me, eh? Yuri, just a little longer. It feels really nice. Me, I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. An intense expression that I recognise from when she reads her books, almost as if she's in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. My brain fuzzed out then for a second. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist and sending a tingling sensation up my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri, Yuri slowly pulls away. Yuri, sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine, I say. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again and her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Blah, blah, blah. That should do it, I say. I finish filling the night sky with our white dots like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. Yuri, I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Chris, yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Yuri, not yet. It needs to dry first, that's true, I say, but won't that take a while? Yuri, well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. Thank you. I could do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Me, that's totally fine. Yuri, wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Me, phew. Yuri, ha ha ha. You say that I'm glad it's over. Yuri, was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Me, no, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. Yuri, I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Me, so you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. I don't think so. Yuri, well... Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. Chris, it's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. Yo, it's not your fault at all, in fact. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Me, yeah. Yuri, so... I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I'll walk her out the front door. Yuri, thank you very much for having me today. Me, no problem. I was glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. Yuri, I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Me, wait. I kind of said that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot you don't like going out much. So stumble over my words. Yuri smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... Yuri, you're very thoughtful. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh God, don't do that. I kind of like that about you. Me, well, get away from me, you creep. How am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Ugh. Yuri, Sayori! Me, eh? Sayori, ah! Hi, Chris! Sayori. Just now, we weren't... Sayori, It's okay, Chris. I just stopped by to say hi. Yuri, well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Sorry. Oh, really? That's too bad. She totally doesn't mean that. Yuri, I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Sayori, of course. Sayori beams. Yuri, yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye. After her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Sayori, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. Me, see what? What are you talking about? Sayori, you know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start rolling down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Chris? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Oh dear. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Me, don't say that. Sorry, it's true, Chris. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. Oh, God. Sorry, you wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. What is... Monika was right. What's Monika been filling your head with, Sayori? I should just... Monika? You should just what? Monika was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Going about you like this isn't the burden that you're making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. Monika's been doing something to Sayori. Sayori looks away. Put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Chris. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori, I say? Sayori, I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Me, Sayori. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Chris, like you so much I want to die. That was a way of speaking, wasn't it? Yuri, that's how I feel. And me, that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Set my hand on just Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. And then I do... Oh, no. Oh, dear. I kind of got a feeling no matter what I do, the result will be the same. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I'm still very worried about the fact that she said Monika's right. I should just... They probably saw... help get things back to the way they were. Sayori, I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. This is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest. I should write a poem about this. Me, Sayori. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember, for being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really do know me better than anyone. I'll trust you with anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Touching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't even know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Me, Sayori. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. I've got a horrible feeling that badness is on its way. It's the day of the save the game. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Oh no. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should nearly be complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Why is there no music? I don't like this. This feels very uncomfortable. Again, just in case. Big flashing neon warning lights, guys. Just in case. Just in case. Think something bad is on the way. Monika, Chris. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. Me. That's funny. I thought at least you would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each desk. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. Monika, I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again, I guess. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Monika, haha, you should take a little responsibility for her, Chris. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How would you know about that? Sentient. I keep saying sentient. I've been right so far, but other things. I think she is. Monika, you kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Me, exchange? Monika, you know about that? Monika, of course I do. I'm a club president after all. Me, but I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori tell her about it that quickly? I doubt it. I think there's more to it than that. I don't think it's as simple as Sayori telling her about how I basically turned down her confession. That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Monika, don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Yeah, I bet you do. Chris A. Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Monika, hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? There's still no music. Monika, they came out really nice. Me, yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets and laid it on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I don't like this lack of music. Monika, yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognise Natsuki and Yuri's poems are the ones they performed during our practice. Me, what's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh. Oh, fuck. Get out of my head, 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 get out. What's got to get out of her head? Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. She said. Based on that comment she made about Monika talking to her before, I think she means Monika. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Me, what is this? Reading this poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Monika, Chris, what's wrong? Me, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else I always written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori. So, Monika, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? So, not only is there something really not right with Monika, but something bad has happened. I quickly leave the classroom. Monika, don't strain yourself. Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Me, what was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. Right, guys, there's been no music for a while. This is all sounding very bad. The poem, Monika's words, the lack of music, the fact that we're coming back to get her because she hasn't turned up. I think this is going to be badness. So those warnings at the start of the game, I'm just going to reiterate them now. Depression, anxiety, any experiences that might give you a negative feeling when looking at this game, you might want to turn around and run away right now. Right, okay, that's all she needs, and that's what I'm going to give her. I meet Sayori's house. I knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori. She really is a heavy sleeper. I'm not liking this. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. I think this is... I've got a feeling this is going to be a suicide thing. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori. Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? Well, she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, I fucking knew it. An exception error has occurred. File game scripts -ch5 RPY line 307. I'm going to write that down because I want to go and... I feel like this kind of game wouldn't reference a file name. Unless there was a hidden secret there or something. Let's write this down on my phone before we quit. Come on. Oh, come on. Right. Game. Script. Hyphen. ch5.rpy. Line 307. I've got a feeling this is going to be a game outside of the game because why would it bother to put that there otherwise? Right, traceback.txt. We'll have a look at that in a minute. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There is no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why did she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? I've got a feeling that didn't actually have any impact. I suspect it would have been the same outcome regardless of what I chose. I'll look that up later. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming through thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. Is it the end, though? What the... What the fuck is going on now? So that's where Sayori was before, and now it's kind of a combination of Monika and Yuri and Natsuki. What the hell? Okay. Let's have a look at this error log thing that it was talking about. So I need to find the game folder. Oops. I need to find the game folder for that, I assume. I assume that's in Steam. So C, program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, Doki Doki Literature Club, traceback.txt. Right, I'm going to look at the script first. It says game/script. Script-ch5.rpy. That doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Okay. Characters. Oh! Sayori's characters disappeared from the character folder. That's interesting. What the hell is that? Oh my god! What the fuck? Happythoughts.png. It's like a weird, fucked up image of Sayori. Oh my god. Okay, we've reached the horror element. Trace back. Line 307. Oh, hang on, what? Renpy. That's common. Okay, I can't read that in here. Right. She's fucked up. So, oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. What? She's the one who's making this so difficult. Haha, well, here goes nothing. Full trace back. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. Here goes nothing. The fuck? Okay. Interesting. Well, I have a feeling that might have something to do with Monika. Anyway, I think we're all out of time for this one, chaps. So I gave you multiple warnings that was coming up because I suspected it was. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, especially now it's got to the horror part, I think things are probably going to get a bit, just twisted and fucked up from this point on. So thank you all so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, hit the like button so I know that you are, and that way I can tell that people like things or not. And if you're not, then don't, because that would be silly. And as always, I will see you next time. Farewell!